Hey guys, welcome to BBITC Interactive Session 1, today with me, Coach Tom. What we're looking at today, we're looking at dribbling basics. We want to develop an understanding of those key fundamental skills. We're then going to look at knowing when to use them in a game situation, and we're going to look at trying to correct and use the proper technique when we're going about doing that. So guys, what you're going to need for today's session is a basketball, a tennis ball, and a space to play like I have behind me. I'm using my backyard. You can use anything, someone with a hard surface, a kitchen floor, anywhere like that, just somewhere that we can really get that ball moving, we can be dribbling and we can be working on our game. But guys, before we get started today, I want you to like this video and I want you to share with 3 people that you think would really benefit from doing this session today with you. So first thing we're going to do today is our dribble warm-up. This is really important because it's going to engage our fingertips, it's going to engage our forearms, it's going to engage our upper arms, our shoulders, and get us really warm, really ready for these dribbling drills. So first thing we're going to do in our warm-up is we're going to go round the body. We're going to go for 4 sets of 10 repetitions, starting round the head, round the waist, round the knees, and then finally round the ankles. Let's go. So second part of our warm-up drill, we're starting with 10 right-handed dribbles. We're crossing over, 10 left-handed dribbles, 10 crossovers in front. We pick the ball up, 10 ball slaps, engaging our fingertips, engaging our hands. Not too hard, but just slapping that ball. We're going to go through that 3 times. So for our final warm-up drill, we're doing fingertip dribbles. So I'm getting down nice and low and I'm alternating really low, dribbling with my fingertips. We're going to go for 50 repetitions, alternating hands. So that's warm-up drills done. I'm feeling nice and warm, hopefully you're feeling nice and warm. Let's crack on with this dribbling session. So first drill today, we're looking at a low dribble. By a low dribble, I mean that we're moving that ball really fast, we're keeping it down, it's below our knees, and we're pounding that ball into the ground. By pounding that ball into the ground, we're keeping that window of opportunity for someone to steal the ball from us really small. So as I'm keeping that ball nice and low down here, that ball's barely leaving my hands. It's always touching my fingertips or touching the floor. There's that tiny little period in between where it's not. So what technique am I using on my low dribble? My low dribble, as I said before, is that one where it's between my knee and the ground. So I'm keeping that ball really low. As we do when we're dribbling, I'm taking up that seated position. I'm pretending that I'm sitting down on a chair. I'm keeping my back nice and straight, which allows me to survey the defense and choose the best pass. Second coaching point is that I'm dribbling with my fingertips. So by getting down in this position and using my finger pads, I'm pushing that ball and I'm keeping it under control. Not only can I keep that ball low, but I've got the control to change direction. If I decide that I want to quickly switch across that way, I can do that. By using that low dribble and using my fingertips, I have the optimum amount of control over the ball. Final coaching point on this one, like I mentioned a minute ago, is that I'm keeping my head up. So as I'm down in this position, I'm using my fingertips, I've got my head up, I'm looking around, I'm thinking, where are my players? Where do I want to pass this ball? Where do I want to dribble to? Do I want to cross over? Do I want to shoot? I'm taking in my surroundings and I'm adapting to the situation in front of me. So I'm low, seated position, eyes up, using my finger pads to dribble. And that's the technique I want you to use in this drill. So our first low dribble drill is just going to be a continuous drill. We're going to work for 1 minute, we're going to go 15 seconds right, 15 seconds left, 15 seconds right, and finish on 15 seconds left, taking into account all of those coaching points we spoke about earlier. Right-handed dribbles going to be led by Coach Jack, left-handed dribbles run by me. So our second low dribble drill is going to be a figure of 8 dribble. By figure of 8 dribble, I mean that we're starting here, we're drawing a figure of 8 around our legs, dribbling that ball really low, in and out of our legs, trying to keep control of it. This is a challenging drill. If you lose control of the ball, just grab it, get back in, keep going with me. We're going to go through this for 10 repetitions of the figure of 8. We're going to do 5 in one direction, 5 in the other. Let's go. So our final low dribbling drill is going to be a low dribble circle. Really similar to figure of 8, except this time we're just drawing a circle around both of our legs in the middle. We're going to go 5 reps in one direction, 5 reps in the other. Let's go. Good job guys, that's low dribbles done. Take about a minute break now while I introduce mid dribbles. So second skill we're looking at today is a mid dribble. Mid dribble means that I'm taking that ball and bouncing it somewhere between my hip and my knee. So I'm keeping that ball in this position here, out of the reach of the defender. I've got my guard arm up, protecting that ball, and I'm keeping it nice and low. So when am I using a mid dribble in a game? My mid dribble is the one I'm using when I'm making a decision. I'm in that sort of, it's not quite a triple threat position because I'm dribbling, but it's in that position where the defender is thinking, what's he gonna do? Am I gonna decide I'm gonna try and drive past him? Am I gonna pull up and take my jump shot? Am I gonna grab that ball and pass it in? The defender doesn't know what I'm gonna do. So when I've got that ball in this mid dribble position, I'm in a position of real power in the game. So our second skill, which is our mid dribble, where we're dribbling that ball between our knee and our hip. Coaching point 1, I want you to take up the same position we did for the first one. So I've got knees bent, seated position, ready to keep that ball to whichever side I'm dribbling with. So second coaching point for our mid dribble is I now want us to focus on that guard arm. That guard arm's in place to stop our defender getting too close. It's helping us protect that ball. So as I'm now down, dribbling, I'm going to lift that guard arm in. I'm trying to protect that ball and I'm not letting people get too close to it. So first mid dribble drill, what we're going to do is going to be continuous, same as we did with the low dribbles. We're going 15 right hand, 15 left, 15 right, 15 left, taking into account all of those coaching points we spoke about earlier. Again, Coach Jack is going to lead the right-handed mid dribbles. I'm going to lead the left-handed mid dribbles. So our second mid dribble session is where we now need our tennis ball. But if you don't have a tennis ball, don't worry about it. Take a pair of socks, ball them together, and we've got a makeshift tennis ball. So what we're going to be doing now is with our basketball hand, we're going to be doing our mid dribbles. With our other hand, we're going to be throwing and catching that tennis ball. This is really going to force us to focus on this ball and not on the dribble. We're going to go for 50 reps. We're going to go 25 with that tennis ball in one hand and 25 with the ball in the other, making sure we focus on this tennis ball and not this basketball. So we're going to take that one step further. This time I'm going to be dribbling with one hand, and against a wall I'm going to be throwing the tennis ball and catching it in my offhand. We're going to go for 25 reps with one hand, switch it over, 25 reps with the other. third skill we're looking at is going to be a high dribble. So high dribble, I'm bringing that ball up above my hip. When I'm bouncing that ball, I'm bouncing it and it's coming up nice and high. So when am I using this high dribble in a game? When I do my high dribble and I bring that ball up to this position here, I'm creating loads of tension in my arm. If you look, I've got tension in my shoulder here, I've got tension in my tricep, and I've got that ball in a position. It means that when I go, I can do a really powerful, really quick contraction. So I bring that ball up, I can explode across, and I can move that ball really fast. So I might do that. I decide that I'm coming up and I'm going to cross over, I'm going to bring it high, and I'm going to move that ball quickly across. It means that the defender is going to really struggle to react because I've built that power, I've built that tension in my shoulder by bringing the ball up high to really push it hard and really go fast. So I'm using that to beat my man. What I want you to focus on here is when we bring that ball up, is that we're not carrying it. So I'm not taking that ball up and carrying the ball like that. It's very easy to do that, but I need to keep that downward pressure on the ball. So as I'm bringing that ball up above my hip, I'm constantly putting that downward pressure to prevent myself from getting called for a violation. So putting that ball down, keeping it under control. So for our third set of dribbles of the day, we're now moving on to high dribbles. What we're going to do for set one is going to be continuous like we've done before. We're going for 15 seconds on our right hand, then 15 seconds on our left, then stopping there. So a minute ago we spoke about reducing the amount of time that ball is not in our hands for. But how are we going to do that now that we're doing high dribbles? What we're going to do is we're really going to pound that ball. So as you're dribbling, I want you to be putting loads of force into that ball. You're really hammering it down into the ground. That means it's going to pop up quicker and you're going to be in contact with it for longer. So we're going to go same again. We're going to do 15 seconds right hand, 15 seconds left hand. This side, really pounding that ball and getting it moving fast. Let's go. Right guys, so our final high dribble drill is going to involve your tennis ball and a partner. So what's going to happen? Your partner is going to stand there with the tennis ball and they're going to feed you the ball to catch and return whilst you're doing your high pound dribble with the other hand. So we're going to go 30 seconds right hand, switch it over and then go 30 seconds left hand. So our final drill of the day is going to combine all of the dribbling that we've looked at so far, and it's going to set us up really nicely for the challenge drill led by Coach Collins in a minute. So what we're going to do is going to be 15 seconds of low right-handed dribbles, followed by 15 seconds of low left, 15 seconds of mid-right, 15 seconds of mid-left, 15 seconds left, right high, 15 seconds of left high. So now we're going over to Coach Finn for the challenge drill of the day.
Hey guys, Coach Collins here. This week the challenge will be the ladder drill. So you can start off with 10 low pounds, 10 medium pounds, 10 high pounds, all the way to the top, back down, crossover on the other hand, okay? Three, two, one, go. Hey guys, I've just completed the ladder challenge. I've got 33.58 seconds. Do you think you can beat me? If so, send in your attempts. The winner will be announced on Sunday.
So guys, a massive well done for completed session 1. I've had a really good workout doing this. I hope you've had a really good one too. Before we go, I want you to make sure that you've shared this session with anyone that you think would really enjoy it, and I want you to make sure that you've liked this video. And finally, if you have any images, any videos of you completing our session today that you'd be happy for us to repost on official BBITC, make sure to send them in. We'll take a look and do something with them. But final words, a massive well done to all of you, and make sure to tune in for session 2 next time.